Hello, my name is Chad, and I'm a psychotherapist, and today I want to talk to you about something that's changing lives, ketamine-assisted psychotherapy, or CAP. In the next few minutes, I'm going to explain what CAP is, where this medication comes from, and why it's becoming one of the most exciting and responsive approaches in modern mental health care. So let's start with the basics. What is trauma, and how does it affect the brain? Think of your brain like a lump of Play-Doh. As we grow, we shape it. Life experiences, education, relationships, these form what we call crystallized intelligence. Over time, the brain develops pathways, like little roads, that thoughts and feelings travel along. The more they're used, the stronger and more crystallized they become. Your brain is constantly receiving information from your body and sending messages back. As we grow, those small roads turn into massive highway systems of information. Now here's what trauma does. Trauma is like suddenly and explosively building an off-ramp on that highway. Thoughts traveling smoothly along the system get pulled down that ramp over and over again. That off-ramp becomes anxiety, fear, flashbacks, hypervigilance. And the younger we are when trauma happens, the deeper and more ingrained that pathway becomes. So what do we do to survive? We post guards and build defenses. We keep the cops stationed around that off-ramp to make sure thoughts don't go there. And that's exhausting. It takes enormous mental energy just to keep those guards in place, but letting them down feels dangerous. So people stay stuck. Now here's the secret. Even though those pathways harden with age, it's still Play-Doh. And if you've ever worked with Play-Doh, you know something important. When it starts to harden, all you need is a little water to make it flexible again. That's where ketamine-assisted psychotherapy comes in. The ketamine is like adding water to the Play-Doh. The therapist is the guide who helps reshape it. But how did ketamine even get here? Before the Vietnam War. Ketamine was used primarily in veterinary medicine, yes, even as a horse tranquilizer. But in the late 1960s and early 1970s, battlefield medics faced a serious problem. Soldiers who were injured couldn't safely receive opioids in the field. They became incoherent and unable to move, so the FDA approved ketamine for combat use. What they discovered was remarkable. A soldier could be given ketamine, experience reduced pain and fear, and still remain alert enough to move themselves out of danger and into treatment. It worked, saving lives. Fast forward more than 50 years. We now understand how ketamine affects the brain, and we're harnessing those properties to treat conditions like trauma and depression. Here's how it works in practice. A client comes into our office, and before any medication is ever given, we talk. We identify what they want to work on, what feels stuck, and where those guarded off-ramps might be. Then the medication is introduced. That's the water on the Play-Doh. During the session, the therapist gently guides the client toward those guarded areas of the mind. And here's the difference. The client can approach those memories without the overwhelming fear and pain that normally comes with them. Ketamine is what we call an empathogenic medication. It allows people to see experiences through new lenses. Trauma, especially early trauma, is experienced through the eyes of a child. It's powerful, emotional, and often lacks the reasoning we develop later in life. Ketamine helps bring adult perspective back to those moments. It allows the mind to say, it's okay to go here now. And through neuroplasticity, the brain can begin to rebuild those pathways, softening, reshaping, and redirecting them. In my work with CAP, I've seen significant changes in a remarkably short amount of time. Clients report better sleep, fewer nightmares, reduced social anxiety, and decreased substance use. Many describe it as therapy on steroids or say it feels like a huge weight lifted, sometimes after just 1 or 2 sessions. I've seen emotional breakthroughs in people who have been in therapy or on medications for years. This approach has shown strong results with individuals from law enforcement, firefighting, nursing, trauma care, and those with long-standing trauma histories. So whether you're a mental health provider with clients who feel stuck, or someone who's been carrying the weight of trauma for far too long, ketamine-assisted psychotherapy may offer a powerful short-term intensive option. Clients are encouraged to continue working with their regular therapist after completing CAP sessions, integrating the changes into long-term healing. If you think ketamine-assisted psychotherapy could help you or someone you care about, we invite you to reach out and learn more. because sometimes real change starts by making the mind flexible again.